Hi everybody, Lori, GLP-1 Journey in Review. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about supplements, at least the ones that I take, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare provider. This is just my opinion. Hopefully you'll learn something from this and we'll go from there. Please hit that like button if this is of any value to you. Subscribe and share. So let's start off with the first thing that I take in the morning. This is made by Thrive by Lavelle, and it's formulated for women. It's Thrive Elite. Let's see, you take 1 to 2 capsules in the morning. Each one of these bottles contains 60. It has pre and probiotics, vitamin B6, vitamin B, vitamin B12. Let's see, proprietary blend, white kidney beans, and probably a lot of stuff you don't need, but I really like this company. I use these in the morning, and then I like their protein shakes. Their protein shakes, I think they have like 16 or 17 grams of protein. I just like the way they taste, plus they have caffeine, and they also have an ingredient from a tree bark, which is actually used to make aspirin. So it does have anti-inflammatory effects, and that's what I take. Now, I also take krill oil. This is 60 tablets, omega-3, and it is 1,000 milligrams. My doctor told me to take these when my cholesterol was a little high. It's normal now, but as long as you don't have any problems, you probably should keep taking them. And they said slowly they may wean me off of them, but like I said, I don't have a problem. Now, at night, I take Bio-Optimizer magnesium. It has, I believe it's 6 different types of magnesium in them. These are really good. They'll help you if you're constipated. They help your sleep. But I would let your healthcare provider know you're taking them, because there are some prescriptions that it doesn't mix really well with. Biotin. I've been taking biotin since I noticed my hair thinning a little bit from the weight loss medication. It has stopped, and my hairdresser said it is growing back nicely. I have an appointment with her tomorrow, and I'm going to have her make a mental note how it is now, and then next time I see her in another 5 to 6 weeks, if there's improvement, if I should stop taking them, because I think I take way too many. But like my doctor said, I am probably putting some supplement person's kids through college. But another thing I take is Caltrate Minis, which has also vitamin D and D3. It has 600 milligrams of calcium. It does have some magnesium, some zinc, some ginger, and it has 40 milligrams D3. I also take a D3, and I think anybody, once you hit mid-40s or so, probably should take some sort of supplement of vitamin D and D3, especially women, because that's when you really start noticing the bone loss. My wife takes the vitamin C. I don't take that. I take CoQ10. I take 200 milligrams, again, because I am on a statin. My cardiologist doesn't want to be super aggressive and take me off. I think he wants to make sure I'm going to keep the weight off. And he said as long as I'm not having any problem with the statin, I should probably, for now at least, keep taking them. And ever since I started taking a statin, I've been taking CoQ10, because they say that takes away most of the side effects of the statin, and a lot of people just can't handle the side effects, so they stop taking the statin. But the CoQ10 does help. Zinc. I have been taking zinc probably since the 1990s, because when I moved down to Florida, I suffered from sinus infections, which is pretty common down in Florida. So they say that the zinc helps with that. As a matter of fact, whenever you get a regular old-fashioned cold, any of those over-the-counter remedies that they say your cold will go away faster and so forth usually has zinc in them. This is 50 milligrams, and like I said, I've been taking one a day basically for quite a long time. Black elderberry. I have been taking this basically since the pandemic, because it's supposed to be really good in preventing illness. This is 3,000 milligrams. They're not that expensive. I have been cutting down on them because I may stop taking these because I think I'm healthy enough. Again, I think a lot of these I'm probably wasting in my pee, but that's basically the way I was taught, is to take supplements, and I'm trying to stop that, but it's a process. Berberine, 1,200 milligrams. I started taking these shortly after I started seeing my wife because she is type 2 diabetic. And at that time I was pre-diabetic, and the doctor said this would be really good for an over-the-counter help type of thing to help regulate blood sugar. Again, I don't know how much it is helping. I actually just went to my primary care physician not that long ago. I think when I go in 6 months, I may find out if I should stop taking these or continue again, because I'm spending a lot of money on supplements and I don't know if I really have to. Again, this is 1,200 milligrams. You'll see a lot of advertisements, especially online, Facebook and all that. This is nature's GLP-1. They say it does help with the GLP-1, but I'm taking a GLP-1, a synthetic one, so I don't know how much it's really helping, which is the discussion I want to have since I'm taking it. Are these actually doing anything? But if you're not taking a GLP-1 and you're struggling with your blood sugar, pre-diabetes type things, probably not a bad thing to take. Pre and probiotics. I think they're super important. I think that is one of the reasons why, other than when I had COVID in 2021, I think I have been basically sick. I can't even remember, other than maybe a headache or a stomach ache or a stomach flu or eating something bad. But as far as a cold or a really run down or fever thing, I don't seem to get sick. This aids in digestion, a really good pre and probiotic. Probiotic is what you really need a lot of, and the prebiotic is basically undigested, but your probiotic feeds off of the prebiotic. I take a 20 billion formula. I think pretty good and pretty smart to take. Stool softener. I have been taking them for, I want to say, about 15 years. One time when my wife had some surgery, and it was a while before she went to the bathroom, the doctor recommended these, and I started taking them. It has especially helped on this GLP-1 journey as far as eating with constipation that comes along with GLP-1 medications. There's many different brands. I have a generic brand. It's very basic. Last but not least is my vitamin D3, 125 milligrams. If you're over 50, I suggest women talk to their doctor about getting a bone density along with your mammogram. I think the insurance usually pays for it every other year. See if you're having any bone loss, because it's common. You get a little bit older, and D3 will help with that, along with eating calcium-rich food like yogurts, milk, and that type of thing. And those are the supplements I take and why. You decide for yourself. I think I probably am taking too many because I also do take a multivitamin, and this is it. Whole food multivitamin. Does not have iron. I do not have an iron problem. The reason I do the one without iron is because iron tends to make you constipated, and I think the GLP-1 medication can do a number on that all by itself. It doesn't need help from iron. As long as my iron is fine, I will do one without the iron. I recently just started taking these probably within the last 6 months because I don't think I'm eating as much. Well, I know I'm not eating as much as I used to eat before the GLP-1 medication, and I want to make sure that I'm getting enough vitamins. I always thought, since I'm taking all these supplements, I probably don't need one, and it might be true, but I guess rather than cut out the multiple vitamin, I'm going to cut out some of the other supplements. Again, choice is yours. Probably just a good old-fashioned multivitamin, stool softener, and possibly zinc and CoQ10 are probably all that I need. I'm going to play around with that, consult my healthcare provider, maybe even 2 of them, and find out for sure. So that's what I think. As far as the contest, I think we'll go with a watermelon again. Just either put the emoji of a watermelon or type the word watermelon in the comments, along with liking this video. And if you're a subscriber, you enter the contest. I'm giving away Amazon gift cards. I just about have enough people now to do a nice drawing. I will keep people entered, and the more you enter, the more chances you have of winning. So please keep that in mind. There's a lot of supplements out there. Like I said, they are not regulated. Do your own research. Make sure that they don't interfere with any of your other medication. Please go over to the list that you do take with your healthcare provider, because there are some supplements that can interfere with a prescription medication, and we do not want that. So again, some of these calcium, caltrate, and some of the D vitamins, if you're prone to kidney stones, also discuss this with your healthcare provider, because your body doesn't need, to make extra kidney stones. Again, hydration is very important. Along with this appetite suppression that this medication gives us, it also makes us not want to drink as much. So a lot of people don't, and that is not a good thing to do. So that's what I have to say about supplements. Again, I think I probably take way too many, but once you've started taking them, it's hard to decide which ones to stop. But I am working on that, and y'all have a good day.